Hi everyone, remember this counter OXY? I have been recommending this since it was 40, 50, 60, even 70 because my target is $80 and I suspect that this time around we can see the $80 mark in about 3 months time. Now the question is this, why am I focusing on this stock? Because it's very clear that I believe that the crude oil price will be going up soon. And naturally itself, OXY is almost directly have a direct relationship with crude oil. Hence, therefore, upside is inevitable. All right, let me share you more in details. Before that, disclaimer apply as usual, and thank you AIMS for the kind sponsorship. Now, before we go to that, some people have been asking me or actually questioning me about my view in the market, and I have been very clear. Look at this. This is my video archive on YouTube. And you can see that 6 months ago, which is like now, this is like October, 6 months ago, I already said that clearly a recession is coming in. And I given a number and I did the mathematics. I said that the upside potential could be 40,752, but the downside can be as much as 29,378. All right, that was what I mentioned. And that was 6 months ago. And I quoted that what Mike Wilson said that a correction is imminent. But most important is that I kept on basically drumming this counter called Occidental Petroleum because I think that this counter got lots of upside to go itself, okay? And I did say that, right, the OXY will be going up, but brace yourself for March and April because I suspect there will be some selling, and which did it really happened. So all these information was something I shared with you guys months ahead, all right, months ago, right? And of course, recently, 3 months ago, I talked about this. I said that Warren Buffett had been buying a lot of OXY, and I think it's a smart move because I suspect that that will mean that a higher inflation is coming in. And 3 months ago, the CPI data was at 6. Now it's at 8.3 and high was 9.1. So these are my past videos. So if you want to watch this past video, it's alright. Just go to YouTube and search for us, Trade with the Boys, and you can watch all my past archives. Okay? Alright, thanks, man. Okay, let's talk about the data this week. Okay, huge data this week. We saw what happened to the ISM manufacturing PMI. We went down. We saw the job opening went down. Now we saw the incredible ADP number going higher than the forecast and previous. Interesting, right? That is not a good sign. Because now what the market wants, or at least what the Federal Reserve wants, is a slowing economy. So if the numbers are too good, it's not good because that means that whatever they have been doing is now is not enough, not sufficient. Hence, therefore, they have to continue to raise interest rates. So it's a no-brainer to expect the dollar to go higher. And I've been telling you this since the last 2 days. I say that look for dollar. Once the dollar recover, the upside will come in. Now we can see right here itself, right? The ISM non-manufacturing PMI is 56.7, so it's pretty flat, all right? But very incredible. Yesterday we saw the initial jobless claim has shoot past to 219. Okay, now take note itself. It was 190 the previous, all right? Now and the forecast was 203, but this time it went beyond that. This is not a good sign in terms of recession, but of course this is what Federal Reserve really wants. Now tonight is NFP. Now, of course, NFP day, we usually go slow because the market will be very slow or it will be like a bit volatile towards it itself. And usually, it will go crazy a bit at 8:30 p.m. Singapore time. Alright, so the thing is this, the previous number for the NFP number, which is the public sector, was 315 the last time, and now they are looking at 250, a reduction. Okay, that's something that we are looking at, right? Okay, now what if the number is more than 250? This is going to be bad. Now if the number is like 260, 270, 280, that means that the Federal Reserve didn't get what they want, and that's where the rate hike will keep on coming in. So if the number is anything above 250, then do expect the stock market to come off, okay? Now if the number come up below, let's say 190, oh okay, that is good, but that again, that will means that recession is near the corner. So this is where I get the paradox here. So like good and bad, bad and good. Understand that? That is the worst thing. Now if the unemployment data, it was 3.2, 3.3 the previous time. If it can go to 4, that will be a good thing again for the Federal Reserve, but again it's bad for the recession side. So you see the here itself is kind of like confusing, right? Yep. Now, interestingly, that the Atlanta Fed GDP, they actually start to mark up, okay? Apparently, they say that now they are marking up to 2.3% for the GDP. And this is interesting because the last time we had seen that this report has been quite accurate. So, not too sure what leads to this sudden markup itself, right? So, I can only say that maybe we are really going to see a recovery soon, or maybe this is just something that was created so that he tried to stable the market. I'm not too sure, but this report have been pretty accurate. Okay, so all I can say is that let's hope so. If the GDP numbers is going up, then maybe once the capitulation happens, it will be a time to buy. Right, as I've been saying itself, if this report is the forecast is exactly spot on, then that means that any form of capitulation now from now till then, anytime the market slam down, buy into the market and keep it, because you're going to make good money out of that. Right? Remember what I said today. So this is what you can see right now. Right? This is the numbers from the jobless claim. You can see that been coming down very nicely, right? So that's why the economy is okay. But then you can see a sudden spike up itself, and this tells you a lot of story. This tells you that whatever that is Federal Reserve is doing itself is showing signs of it. And of course, that means recession is just round the corner. But again, let me say this. The stock market and recession is always like that relationship, whereby the stock market will sell first 6 months to 9 months ahead of recession. So let's say we do a hypothesis, okay? If recession is coming in, let's say, January next year, that means that we've moved backward itself, right? We should see the stock market bottoming out soon. Alright, but of course, because we are prolonging the recession numbers now, so you can see my point here. So maybe we need to see a recession ASAP. If not, it's alright, the bottoming of the market is not there yet. So I suspect that the bottom of the market should come between now till November. Yes, we should see a capitulation, and then after that as well, right, then the market will start to recover from the bottom, and then we will see the official recession, but it's just a technical recession, and then after that, slowly and gradually, things will go back to normal. You got my point, okay? Now, the thing is that I shared with you guys 2 days ago, I tell you that there's some buying in the US market, and I tell you there must be some reason. If not, there's no way the market is so crazy, right? It's just one-way traffic all the way up. So what happened was that the news came out, okay? There was a giant option transaction, okay? That's a big one, okay? How big it is, let me show you now, okay? So apparently the trade included 20,000 contract on the S&P 500 calls expiring in October. Very interesting, eh? Watch this. Expiring in October, okay? It's a call options, by the way, with a strike price of 4,005. Right, my God. Now, do note, the S&P 500 now is that below 4,000. And it's an expiration by October. I mean, seriously? So to me itself, right, it doesn't make sense, because it's like, okay. But of course, this October itself is not this October, okay? It's next year October, so don't freak out, okay? Now, another one was a 14,000 bullish contract expiring in March at a strike of 4,003, okay? Oh, sorry, my bad. I got it wrong. This is this year. Oh my God, okay? This is this year. So someone actually expected that this will be done by this month. Do you think so? Now, of course, 14,000 bullish contract expiring next March, okay, 4,003, and wow, okay, selling a 48,000 call maturing in January, exercise at 4,005. Okay, seriously, what does it all mean? It means that a bet that essentially says the stock market will rally big time the next few months. Okay. All right. So I'm not too sure what is this all about, but my point is this. I'm in the market for some time. Usually, if we get to see all these things out on media, I have to tell you, be careful. Why? Because remember this, 4 weeks ago, okay, institutional traders was buying 3 times more put option ahead than, higher than 2008, okay? Look at it. This is the amount of bought. But remember, this was 4 weeks ago, and we all know that, okay, the amount was $8.1 billion worth, okay? That's a lot, because back here it's like 2 billion, now it's at 8 billion. My God, okay? And did the market crash? No, the market went up. So you got my point, right? The option market itself, right? It sounds like it's a good idea to listen to them, but if you look at it carefully for long term itself, you notice that every time when you see something itself, right, it happens to go opposite. So I just wonder, maybe these are the boys' way of doing this. They purposely tell you that I'm doing this right now, but what they do is opposite direction. You got my point? So if I were to take this as experience here, if what happened here was expecting the market to crash, which it didn't, then maybe this time around when they buy the call option, right, it's because they want the market to believe that the market is going to go up, but maybe a capitulation is around the corner. Okay, I'm just voicing my opinion, but I'm still very bullish after it happened. So which means that if the market ever do a capitulation, please jump in with your both feet and buy some good stocks, okay? By the time itself, I'll tell you more on that, okay? Now, I have covered this 3 days ago, and I can tell you this. I still think that Tesla is going to come down. Okay, I still think that Tesla is going to really come down. I believe that Tesla will come down to 207. Okay, now the reason, because I already draw my chart, and this chart with me for quite a while. I said that if once Tesla lose 244, it will be going down to 207, and with the volume now reducing in this manner, that means that there's really no bias in the market. Now, of course, some people say that maybe the hardcore fans will come in and buy. I say that if I'm a hardcore fan, I'll buy somewhere around this area, okay? Now, what's the reason for this? Well, there are many reasons. Now, one of them is that now, apparently now Elon Musk now has to buy Twitter in my opinion. So because of that, right, he need to do some funding. All right, definitely this is not cheap. It's a $44 billion deal. Okay, and you can see right now, because of that, right, some of the investors of Tesla is getting a bit worried, and they are saying that now Elon Musk must sell some to buy Twitter. Okay, so the question is, okay, take a look. Let me just clear my screen. All right. Surveys by the analyst says that, right, Elon Musk had to sell about $2 to $7 billion worth of the stock. Now, one thing to take note, yeah. Now, of course, if he were to sell that much itself, right, okay, as the share price go lower, he need more money, so you sell more. So the earlier he sell, the better it is. But of course, if he's the only one selling the market, which I suspect he already done that, then most likely itself, right, okay, there will be further downside. Now, let me just show you now some very important information like this. Let's just take a look here. Okay. Now remember, Elon Musk has sold off $15 billion of the company's stock this year. Now he sold some in April period, right? April period was somewhere around here. Wow, he sold at a high point, right? Boom, the share price came down. Then after that, he sold another batch in August, which is what happened. And then the share price came down. So you can see that this guy is, wow, pinpoint. But you notice something very important, is that before he sold his shares, right, you notice that the share will go up. Can you see that? Yeah, that means that you have a very good team of people helping him to make sure that he can sell near the high. Because every time he sells, is always near the high. And of course, what happened, the aftermath of after the sale, the price goes down. So that's the reason why I'm quite confident to say that, right? This time around, after Elon Musk sells some of his shares, we will see 207. And then when that comes down to this point, I will buy some Tesla. Okay, so take note of this, guys. It's very, very important information. You don't want to miss this. Okay. Now, if you like what I just shared with you as well, right? Okay. Now, how about this OXY? Okay. Now, I've drawn the chart and I said that we really wasted it. We wanted to buy OXY at somewhere around this area here at $58, but we just really missed it. Okay. Then I said that 61.50 will be the level I'm watching out, because after that we can see the share kept on going up. Now, of course, we still got some portfolio in our side, but the point is this, all right? The point is this. I still believe that once the market crack above 72, 73 figure, we will see the share price going all the way to the 80 marker, okay? This is going to be my target. Now, of course, we all know that Warren Buffett last week has been buying even more OXY, okay? This guy is a legend, okay? So he had bought somewhere around here. That means that he bought it when the market was down. This guy is really good. Okay, so if you look at the share price right now, if I were to like give my command, okay, I would say that if the price can back down to $61 or $62, that will be the best of the best, because there's a gap here, right? But if they continue to go higher, which is possible, then watch out for the resistance here, because that is the common resistance. And I believe that it will be artificially pushed down, so that again people will freak out and cut their position. If we can't get a 62 level, then we just get whatever there is at the pullback and then aim for the sky, which is at $80. Okay, so this is one thing to look out for. But let me share more information. So what is the main reason, according to Forbes as well, right, is because of the crude oil. Now we all know that OPEC Plus have done their meeting, and they have already said they want to reduce the production by 2 million barrels, and that is why you can see that one single day OXY bumped up by 4% despite the stock market was down. So this is very clear. If we expect the crude oil price to go higher, or at least Warren Buffett expect the price to go higher, then it's naturally we will see the OXY going higher. So you can see right now, right, this is the blue. In blue is the crude oil price. The crude oil came down to $75 and then stopped there, and that was exactly the low of OXY this round. And when crude oil price went up, boom, wow, look at it. So if you notice that, right, it's pretty accurate. Every time when crude oil hit the high and it pulled back, you can see that OXY goes down. So of course you will say, but Cal, don't you expect recession to come? I say yes, we expect a global recession, but again, it has to have a catalyst, and one of the catalysts I believe is still the energy. So if crude oil price goes higher, OXY will go higher despite the general stock market going down. But let's say the stock market down, let's say there's a market crash and the market down like 2,000 points, example, in a single day, you cannot deny that OXY will also be sacrificed, crude oil price will be coming down a bit. So that is where I'm saying that will be a good time to buy into this itself. I'm still very bullish on this counter, and I believe that we can see more upside very soon, okay? In my opinion itself, we'll see more upside on this OXY, okay? And again, do your homework and do your risk assessment. All right, so let's take a look at the market for today. Let's take a look, but before that itself, let's look at some, wait a minute, there's some chart on, there we go. Okay, now this is the using the trading view to show you the Dow Jones. Now I'm going to show you this because the Fibonacci that people really likes it. Okay, now you see on my chart here itself, right? The Fibonacci tells me that, okay, the market has pulled back down. It hit the 78.6, okay, and rebounded, right? And I say they went to 61.8. Cool. Okay, this is the crude oil, yeah. Now it's pulling back because, as I said again, if there's going to be a recession as the what do you call, one of the things to watch out for, then it likely will pull back crude down. If crude can pull back down to $85 from the current price right now, OXY will pull back too, and that will be a lovely time to look into OXY. Okay, just to tell you how I want to share you on OXY. But of course, if crude oil really continue to rally, then the next target could be as high as $96, and that's what I tell you yesterday, and that's how I get my OXY to hit $80. You got that point now? Okay, so that is crude oil. Now for the Dow Jones itself, is following this triangle nicely, and watch out for this, guys. This is gonna be crazy. 29,664, the cash market is gonna be critical. If the market can stay around it, okay, we may see a rebound back to 31,000. But if the market breaks below 29,664, then I'm so sorry, we could really see a capitulation. I've been warning this long enough, and I suspect that it's gonna come. Okay. Now, dollar is powerful. I already tell you guys yesterday to buy into the dollar. I said to you guys, although it did not hit my channel, but if the market is strong enough, it will bump back above my 111.86 level, which is happening right now. So which means the next target could be as high as 115. Okay, this is coming, and I've been telling you this. Trust whatever you can see in front of you. Okay. All right. So that is the common chart. Let's look at our TWB chart. Okay, now watch out for these, guys. This is the Nasdaq KFC, right? Now KFC tells you that the 11369 is a very critical level, and the Nasdaq is again going to go and test it. Now if the Nasdaq closes below 11,369, I'm confident it will test the 10,830 mark again. Okay, again. So watch out for this. Okay. All right. For the Dow Jones or the KFC, it's clear that most likely going to pull back, and watch out for November the 1st. That would be the turning. Look at the potential flip point again. Okay, not turning point, but flip point. Flip point can be still going down or start to go up instead. Yeah. Okay. Now for Hong Kong, it's still likely it's going to go down, even though it gap up because China market was pretty strong recently, but I suspect that the gap will be covered. Okay, as you know, gap is meant to be covered. Okay, all right, and I don't think I have crude oil for this, but for gold, well, beautiful. Look at this. This is why I love my KFC. Oh my God, this is the KFC level which I mentioned to you yourself is 1726, and look at it, beautiful, right? For the last 2 days, the market couldn't tested the 1726, but failed to stay above. Bang, came back down. So now you understand why the TWB students, if they really have all these tools on hand, which they do, then to make money itself is not difficult. They just have to be patient and go for it. And this is why I suspect that this gold can come down. So I'm going to put it here just for the sake of understanding. I believe that gold is going to come back down below 1,700 again. Okay, 1,700. Okay, I'm quite confident on this. Okay. Now, of course, today is the NFP, so I'll tell people to go slow, don't really jump into it. But you can see how incredible my TA. Now, this is what I share last few days, and I told you that this is the trend line. And look at it. Oh my God, I suspected that this might happen. If you remember my video, just check 3 days ago. I said that though the China A50 had bumped above the trend line, but it has to close above it. But incredibly, it didn't. And now, yesterday, it tried again and closed down. That's why today, it will definitely test the MA30. Okay, in my opinion, either today or Monday, it will test the MA30. And because if it tests that, that means that there could be a chance the market is going to revisit certain areas. And one of them, I mentioned itself, is again the psychological 13,000 level. Now, China market, I mean, be honest with you, recently the pump up is clear, is done by the government funds, in my opinion. Of course, I haven't really seen that. Okay, I mean, I don't have any like, you know, document to back me up, but from the way they are buying itself, right, it's pretty clear that my assumption could be true. But of course, like I say, end of the day, you have to make your own decision. But it's pretty clear that I strongly believe that the market is going to be hit pretty badly, and if that all happen itself, it's going to you cannot run away from this. I believe that the stock market will be badly hit. Okay, there will be a capitulation, in my opinion, and just watch out for that, and that will be a good time to buy. Okay, now let me just bring you my chart for today, and let's go through it once again. Now, first of all, it's pretty clear that we are supposed to see the 30,742 to be traded yesterday, but for some reason the market went up first but failed. Okay, and it put back down all the way. Okay, put back down all the way. So yesterday the DJDD manifested. It did close near the low. Initially, we expect it to go up, right? But it didn't go to that level and pull back. But once it go below OP, it will sell, and really happened. So for today, it's critical. Now, the MA30 is at 30,241, which you can see very clearly the market is not able to go beyond that. So that is why there should be some selling. MLP is 30,099, and the market is now trading below it. That will be selling. But most critical is 29,823. Now, this is the pivot 2. If the market breaks pivot 2 and go lower, the first support it will be the BNB RL, and that's 29,675. Okay, 29,675. That will be the first target, in my opinion. Yeah. So from where we are right now, we have about 200 points downside potential. So traders, watch out for this. Okay. Now, of course, on the other side of the thing is that we have the indicators, quite a bit mixed picture here. The KSI is still red, but the RW has still stayed cyan. So which means that there's a lot of buying activity coming in, but watch out. If one day, if the KSI is red and this KRW is also red, the selling will definitely be huge. Okay, so watch out for that. Now, the Nasdaq today has done a CCYR, and yesterday, same thing, it's a DJDD. Yesterday, the Nasdaq closed near the low, which I mean, I tell you that the DJDD impact is there. DJDD stands for Doji Directional Day, and it really happened. Okay, now the thing is this, today is a CCYR, and ML 11,507, and the day high today is 11,506. Oh my God, this is deadly accurate stuff. Okay, now MA is 11,628. So you can see right now, if I put a line across it over here, you can see that the market really got resisted the last 2 days. Okay, so now you understand why we love our MAs also, but it's the way we use it is so different. Now, usually other TA, when you do MA, right, you notice that it's the lines, right? But ours is just a horizontal line, and we give you a number specifically, and the best part is the number don't change for the whole day. It's a very different way to use the MA30. Okay, all right, and MA200 too. Okay, so the downside is that it will come back down to this BNB RL, and that's 11,300. Okay, so watch out for this. Okay, KSI and KRW now is a bit mixed back again, so the downside will be slow, it won't be fast, but that's what I like. To me, it's alright. Some traders say, how come the selling is so slow? Because the market just went up recently. It takes some time for you to like pull back, right? Only when it comes to the certain break point whereby there's no more buying and the selling is torrid, then of course the selling will be very fast. But at this time now, the market just went up. So it's like a healthy person crumbling downwards is alright. You go to this point whereby you get a bit sick, but not that bad, okay? Until if it breaks below the BNB RL for S&P 3698, then the selling will come. Now watch out for this. My KSI and my KRW is still okay, but the today's market a little bit suspicious, so traders just be careful. Hang Seng, Now, Hang Seng will cover gap. In my opinion itself, Hang Seng will cover this gap, and I've been very vocal on this. Now the Hang Seng is trading at 17,700, right? With the China market, earlier I showed you, is coming down. Wow, it's still coming down. Then it is clear that we're going to see the market going to cover this gap. So from where we are now to this gap, we have about 500 points. That's a lot of money as long as you know what to do, okay? KSI and KW also makes back. This is interesting. Now, how about Nikkei? Now, Nikkei, pretty clear that it did a strong doji again. Now, the thing to look at this right now for Nikkei, if it's going to stay downwards itself, right, it should be going down. Wait a minute, let me just double check on the date. It's updating. Okay, for the Nikkei, all right, it's like, wait a minute, the price not moving. Wait, let me just double check. Okay, the dates is fine. So, okay, let's leave it alone. So the Nikkei now is trading around here because the dollar is strengthening at the moment. So the dollar yen goes up. Hence, therefore, the Nikkei is holding up. But take note of this. If the selling on the stock market do really comes in again, the BNB RL, which is 26,692, will be the support here. Okay, that means the downside potential. Yep. Okay, let's look at DAX. Although DAX is not open yet, but I want to show you about DAX yesterday. This is beautiful accuracy. Now, take a look. Yesterday, our pivot 2 was 12,737 for the pivot 2, right? So when the market gap up in the morning, when the market gap up for DAX at 12,678.4, it was an omega sign, which means that the opening price and the high was exactly the same. So when the market opens and it was below P2, oh my god, there's only one thing to do: sell. And when the market breaks below the MLP, it was a confirmed sell, and because it was doji directional day, oh my god, this is like one of the chances whereby you just have to sell. The only thing that was going against it was the KSI and KRW. That one was like a little bit like telling you, hey, go slow. But when the market broke MLP and MA30, that's it. The selling continued. So today, I'm not half surprised that DAX will see 12,272. That's a BNB RL level. But again, guys, this is so powerful. Always believe in the chart, okay? And of course, the BNB extension was 12,656, and the market already tripped it on the first day here. That means that the resistance has established. And again, this has proven by itself, okay? And oil, like I said, this counter, in my opinion, if you can down, that'll be lovely, because I think that if you can come back down to 83.90, that's MA30, that'll be a good time for us to look at it. Now, of course, if the recession is ongoing, usually we all know that recession and crude oil is going hand in hand. If there's recession, usually the crude oil price will go down. But I said again, we haven't really seen that recession yet, so we need a catalyst to bring the stock market down, right? Hence, therefore, if the crude oil price can come down first and bang, go up again, oh my god, that should really kill the market off. Okay, so for today, the MLP 87.83 is already trading below it right now. Hence, 87.01 P2 will be the first support. If the market loses this, oh my god, the selling could bring it down really all the way to 83.90. Alright, so traders, watch out for that. Now for gold, it has been pretty resisted in the market, right? I've been seeing gold trying to, I've been shorting gold, and every time it missed our target by a couple of dollars and rebounded. It's kind of like frustrating, but never mind. Now today the MLP 1714, okay, 1714, and the P2 is 17004. Now I suspect that we will see 1704 traded later today, but do note later on during NFP the gold will be going up and down, like, because why? That's how NFP works, okay? So be careful on that. Okay, KSI and KCX are both very positive. That's why you can see the counter is not really moving down much, even though there is inclination of coming down. Now the moment the K indicators really turn red, I can tell you you'll see 1684 very soon, okay? Now that is gold. Let's look at silver. Where's my silver? Silver is still maintaining at the $20 mark. We've not seen this for a while, right? Okay, so the thing is this: if you can stay about $20, the next target, in my opinion, is 21.50. Okay, now I believe that the trend line for this silver is over, but of course, as I say again, it's like that when the stock market really began to sell collectively. No matter which instrument you are, likely there will be some pullback, but once the pullback is over, bang, it will go up again. So that's why I'm very positive on silver. Now last two, it will be the Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is now trading lower. Okay, it tried to test the BNB RL for the third time. You can see that beautiful. What means going to go up? It tested past it, but it pulls back down. So today is clear. It's below OP, below MLP, below P2. That means overall to see Bitcoin coming down to 19,597 likely today. Okay, I suspect it will happen. Yes, indeed, the KSI and the KCX now is all on the buy side. That's why the downside is limited, but you can see traders are dumping near the high. Okay, so overall it's alright. I still think that there will be more selling to come. Ethereum tried its best to recover, and it's like testing this 1397 on its own, but with today P2 at 1369, I don't think so. So unless the market can cross 1369, if not, right, it will face likelihood the same direction, which is like the BNB RL, which is like 1329 level. Okay, 1329 is quite a bit of money, so if you can actually exercise and make it right, why not? Okay, so I hope you guys will make money today. I wish you the best. This is Kel signing off. Have a great weekend. I'll see you back on Monday. Bye bye.